kicking this can down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's super jazzed to like get back into the swing of things. I feel like this non-endorsement is, I'm kind of reading into like he's really considering retiring.
Yes.
Is what, maybe I'm not articulating very correctly, but I just feel like if you're not 110% in, it feels to me you're not in when it comes to the NFL and when you play for a team that's routinely in the Super Bowl. So I feel like I would go 75% of me thinks he's retiring, but there's a 25% chance on my Doppler radar that maybe he doesn't. So do you feel strongly about this? Do you think he retires?
My guess is I would lean yes. But I think it's pretty clear from listening to this podcast is that he really doesn't know. Like he's absolutely in flux here. And I think the one overarching thought that I came away with is that he was very much affected by this Super Bowl loss, which makes sense. But that's the one thing that I feel like is not underreported, but you don't realize when it comes to these athletes, when you get to the pinnacle and you're this close and you drop it, or it just doesn't go your way, it's crushing. And this is why you play. You play to win Super Bowls. And if you have a good season, fine, but the ultimate goal is to get that ring. And when you've been there like the Chiefs have, this is just completely demoralizing. And so you have to decide, do I want to ramp up again and put in all of the work, because it takes a ton of work in the offseason. You can't just take 2 or 3 months off. You can, but being in football shape and being a football player, it's a year-round job. It really is, whether we see it or not. And so he has to decide pretty quickly, do I want to do this or not? And I think right now he's probably leaning towards walking away, because I think it's pretty clear that he's not what he used to be, even though he's very effective. Last year was a season low in yardage and touchdowns. Now, he did lead the team in receptions, but his production is starting to tail off, and he knows if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to go all in, and it's going to be harder than ever because I'm going to turn 36 in the fall. So I would say he's maybe leaning towards retirement, and I think Taylor's a factor as well.